Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? I missed y'all last week. Yes, I missed y'all last week, so I'm back this week. My Sundays live. First is the P Valley review. It's at 2 o'clock, which is now. And then following this one, come jump strip to my Mrs. Talks. And we're going to talk about Bell Collector, Fan Fiance, and Married at First Sight. So, how y'all doing today? What's going on? Hope y'all having a great Sunday. Hey, Jay Rudolph, how you doing, boo? So yes, yeah, I know y'all seen the title. Yes, I know P Valley ended last week, but since y'all know last week Sunday I was not on because I was not around with family, so I just said, you know what, let me give you a review this week, and I didn't want to do a pre-recorded, so I said let me go on live and interact with my peoples and let's discuss these things. While we're at it, I'm gonna get on in a few minutes. I'm trying to get more people come in while we at it, so. I know usually I do my P-Valley review at 10 o'clock, but I was saying, nah, let me do it at 2 today. I don't feel like doing all the way that late tonight. Let me check. Wait for people to come in. Yeah, excited, boo. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about it. And this live going to be more discussion. Yes, we're going to talk about what's happening, but it's going to be more discussion because, it's a week after. I know a lot of people already know what happened, how y'all feel. So now I'm giving you my opinion, how I feel about the scenes and the people and all that stuff like that. So try to get more people to come in. And while you come in, let me move this. And if people don't come in, I don't care. Once we do replay game, welcome. Appreciate you joining or watching my review. Let me know down below in the description box, down below in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about the episode and what y'all thoughts. Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's up? I miss y'all so much. And I'm here. Hey, Dominique Boo, what's up? So yes, y'all here for P Valley. I ain't trying to make this longer. At 4 o'clock I have another live right after this one. So, but also, I ain't gonna rush it. I will give you everything I can and what y'all can talk about. But how y'all feel about P Valley? Let me know. Do y'all enjoy the season? Do y'all enjoy the finale and everything? Because to be honest, I'm gonna explain how I feel about the finale. Yes. And because we don't know if we're gonna get into season 3 or not, I just feel like this finale didn't do justice, in my opinion. It did enough, but not enough to me to be excited for season 3. Not because of the finale. If it was only finale, that didn't let me to be excited for season 3. I like the show, so I'm excited for season 3. And I'm just gonna say it like that. So y'all get my drift. It feel like it, right? And if it's that, then they didn't do a good job to me. Exactly. I guess I was the only one because I know a lot of people say yes. I feel like the finale itself didn't get me excited for me to jump into another season and say, "Oh my gosh, I want to see the next season." The only way I want to see the next season because I like the show, and let me stop this music so we can get into it. And that's the only reason. But the finale itself didn't do well. It was very anticlimactic. It was just blah to me. He did a well season. So I guess it's up in the air of whether they give us a season 3 or not. But y'all, let's jump into it a little bit. Other than that, I don't know. Hey, BKZ, what's up? How you doing, Empress? So I don't know whether STARZ go renew it or not. Up in the air because we see a lot of shows get renewed before the season starts. So I'm just trying to see what their metrics they use and their rhythm and their algorithm that they use to renew a season for the next season, whatever I want, so like that. because I don't know, because it don't make any sense to give us only 10 episodes and we don't even know what's going to be in season 3. And don't get me wrong, the 9 episodes was really great. This 10 episode was. So yes, now y'all get to see Mizzle 14 opinions about it, because when I was watching it, I was like, all right, okay. Okay. That's all I can say. It was okay. All right, so let's talk about this real quick. Maine is so freaking mad. And what he mad for? I'm sorry, what he mad for? You just got out with an ankle monitor, your ankle bracelet. You can't go anywhere. Mad at the world. Old as hell. I just wonder why they had Arnold playing the storyline when she's not coming. I don't know. I don't know if she decided it afterwards, or she just told them doing the filming and they had to decide to end her story the way they end her story. Because even that, I really like it. And I was like, even the way how they end it, I feel like it just served no purpose for her coming back. So I guess they just do that in there and they say, okay, just let y'all know she's not coming back. And even before she announced it, I was like, this is how they end her storyline too. It's like, and then I was saying when we were watching on, so people go vouch. It was like she was certain her purpose coming back next season. Only her purpose of coming back is for Andre's storyline. Even that is flat. And I can explain why about Andre's storyline. So that's not important enough for us to even know it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know they knew before she left. Like that's why I say they threw that storyline into it the way they did to make it seem like it's final. That she's leave that way. That's why I would say it is a season 3. It served us no purpose for coming back the way how they end her storyline, because her whole motive of her character is coming and going. Her whole thing about first season was living a life that she had in past in Texas in the flood and everything, losing her baby, running from Octavius, creating this whole new life at Chocolisa. But her plans was never to stay in one spot because she always got to be on the run. Who that sounds like anyway? I get on the run. I don't laugh for you. I believe she pregnant in her life. Oh, maybe. So that's why they created that storyline for her to get out of here, because she was always on the run. And her whole purpose was not to stay in the paint for a long time. She wasn't trying to create no family. Yeah, I found a lot of actors' Instagram, but most of them was posting goodbye messages like they wasn't even sure. That's what I'm saying. They ain't not even sure they're going into season 3 or not. That's what I'm saying. The way how they did the finale, if you go do a finale, even though they may know they're going into season 3 or not, you should do it well enough that make us fulfilled and satisfied of that finale. Just to hold us on. And when we do get to season 3, I say, oh, okay. But how they ended this one didn't get me excited for another season. It's only get me excited is because of the show, not because of the finale. It's like that. So yeah, Maine is all freaking mad of the world. He came to the tensions to do something at the freaking Pink when Murder about to get on stage. Now the only way he stopped himself because he saw Mercedes on stage. And by the way, the Mercedes and Murder scene, that performance and her flipping over and all that stuff like that, that was the best scene in the episode. Hands down, that was the best scene in the episode. I love that. But we'll get to that in a minute. He came to do some damage, but he stopped himself when he saw Mercedes. She's still suing him. Oh well, good luck to her. Good luck to her. Hope they settle that. Hope they settle the thing. Because I don't know what she coming from. Because her thing nowhere look like the same as Notori. But it's just each his own. Right? He came to do damage, but it stopped himself when he saw Mercedes. But I'm gonna say this. Let's get to it. You doing all that for Pico? You want to do damage and do all this up in the wall, Pico, the one who jumped associations. I don't know about y'all, but I know y'all know people who's in the street life or something like that. I have family members who was in the street life. It's no respect for someone who's jumping from one rivalry to another one. It's no respect. Now we know the freaking timeline is probably they maybe probably forgave him. He probably did some things to gain no trust, whatever it was, to get info. But usually when Pico was in one rival association and then he's in his feelings and got beat up and then he jumped ship in another one, you don't get no accolades for that. And people ain't gonna respect you because how you gonna go from one to another? If I were man, I would say, who Pico, why are you coming over here now? That's one thing. Another thing, this guy also lost a lot of respect claiming a body that he did when she didn't do. That's what the OGs in the freaking Little Murder gang was like, hold up. This is ultimate disrespect. You got to get him. Because they know. What was similar? That garbage little play, Hell to the Now. And why she think it was biting off of her freaking. Do you think she's the only one? Because I talked about this. Do she think she was the only one that came up with the idea? Like, how she know that the Couture stole from her directly? Because basically what I was seeing, I was like, this trash. So how the hell you trying to, whatever. We ain't getting to that. When we get more details about this lawsuit, then we can talk about that. Because Nikki needs to send her some behind down. Now, if it's true, then I said, handle the business. But I don't see it. Yeah, I get all of that. I get that. I get that. My thing is how she know that Couture is the one that stole it. Whatever her issue with STARZ, that's her issue with STARZ. Couture have a whole book and play about her own thing, which she turned into production. So she have her own thing. So back to me. So jumping ship. So it's no respect for you as a person to jump to another association, claim a body that wasn't yours for what? So you doing all this damage and you want to go, you want to create a warfare for Pico, who not only can't be trusted for jumping ship, also claiming a body that they didn't do. Because see that, and now y'all up in the wall trying to end Murder's life. Especially man, you need to sit down. Old guy don't got nothing going on for himself but the street life. I said after a while, when you young and you trying to find yourself, that's cute and all. But when you older, I mean, you need to leave that alone. Leave that alone. And as I see exactly why Mercedes don't want to move forward with you on and do anything with you because you're not gonna serve no purpose. You're gonna bring no value to life. That she want to deal with a street person all her life, especially when you wear an ankle monitor. Child. So I was like, this whole main man, and then you want to be all your feelings out and freaking murder to Mercedes. Ted is FS. I said, oh, now you want to use that word. You thought you was big shot because you want to use that word. Yeah, well. So, how y'all feel about that? Because I was like, I know y'all know people about street life, and that's not cute. So for them to be all up in the wall about Pico, leave him alone. He can't be trusted. He's a traitor. Yeah, that pissed me off too. It's like, what you gain? Trying to out the guy because you need feelings. And I think Maine kind of respected Murder a little bit because he served a 7 pound of pressure. He basically told on what he did in a light sort of dig. And Maine was like, oh. Now, I don't know anybody else caught on to it. Now, we as viewers know what the hell Murder was saying. But, yeah, that didn't see well. Did not be around. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't seem real. You don't do that. You don't go respect for somebody jumping ship like that. So for them to be all taking Pico as they own, like he did, and come from their own side, that was stupid. So I was like, what was the point of you? What was the point of that? In other words, I should feel like you should respect Murder for being staying so down to his. Now I feel like Murder, to be honest, he should leave. Now I know he want to stay, yada yada. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Okay, Tracy Boo, how you doing? It's like that. Oh yes. Oh yeah. This is around the time they're going back to school. Mm-hmm. So I was like, this whole main thing is like that. If they come out another season, he needs to retire his because he needs to retire what he needs to do. Do something else because do all that is doing too much in your feelings. Now, how everybody know his sticker? Maybe they watched the tape. Maybe it was rumors of going around about Murder all the time or something like that. That everybody, because they all kind of know something. They all kind of trying to low key trying to out this guy for what? Yes, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. All right, so from there, let's go to the Andres thing. Right? Remember last week? Remember last 2 weeks? I was telling you about this Andre and this old Britney thing and how I feel about this whole situation about Andre lying and everything that created this whole freaking chain in effects. And I still stand towards what I said. I ain't backing down when I said it. Because he always running around, he always lying, he always creating this little mysteriousness and everything. Until him to find out, he never told this whole truth to the beginning of the freaking marriage. He never was honest, and I think they both was like playing the funk, and they ain't built no solid foundation for their marriage. So they trying to act like they was all solid, and y'all wasn't. Straight off the bat, he lied about. She didn't know that his father was still alive. She believed like that everybody else believed that he said that his father died. To me, I feel like Andre lying to get with Brittany because she might be was the person who had the status, who had the wealth, who had the thing to get to where he wants to go, instead of being in the hood. Because I believe Andre was probably a street dude or a hood dude and anything who had nothing going for himself. But he realized it's more valuable for his life to elevate himself to do more than to stay in with the neighborhood. So he got with the girl Brittany, knowing that she probably could elevate him to the status that he want to go to. But knowing that he couldn't live up to the status, so he create a whole persona that she kind of fall in love to. Want to know she fall in love with the real person or the fake one? That's what he asked her this episode. Who do you really love? Do you love the master that created, or you love the real me? That's I don't know because you've been lying all this damn time. Even she can't answer that question. Who are the real and who is the real Andre? To me, the real Andre to me is the one who's lying, who's a liar, who run away, who escape things, who goes face the truth. I mean, I guess the only real honest that he could give us, or the vulnerability he had when he was with this girl Haley. But even then, Haley was mysteriousness, so she wasn't letting him on all the way in like that either. Because she always had a plan B to go out anyway. She was all one step ahead to go away. So when figure Andre and Brittany's up here arguing, and when Haley standing in the middle smoking a cigarette, whatever she was doing, and they was like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like she was standing there. And oh, you ain't gonna call me no bean on the hoe. I said, okay, you over. Okay. We what? So you standing there, whatever, you getting offended, girl? You was a hoe. Oh, not a hoe. You was a mistress. Classified the name like you was the mistress. All right, so yeah, so basically their whole relationship was not a good solid standing. So I would still believe because he was doing what he was doing. And also maybe she wasn't faking the fun too. No, she knows she liked the doctor guy that she was working with all this long time, but I guess she defied family or whatever it was. Because I think Andre said he father never really said to me. So I don't know what her thing is. Maybe she was like, I'm going to go against the odds and not date the guy who my family probably really wanted me to be with. And anything, I probably want to like Andre. And she fell in love with the Andre, but he always been lying. He never told his real truth and all that sort of that. So now we together and trying to play this house. And it was never a really a solid standing. So there we in season 2 right now, going through this turmoil, blaming each other. What led to him doing something with Haley? I said, come to the find out, it was started all over the beginning. You have to lie and hold how you really are. So, and then he lost the freaking mayor race. Patrice Woodbine is the new mayor of Chuckalisa. She is the new mayor. And I think she won because she was herself. She always gonna be herself. No matter you hate her or love her. Patrice Woodbine gonna give who Patrice Woodbine gives. She never defaults to who she is. Now, we ain't like her why she did to her daughter. We still don't like her for that. But in this race, she was honest. She said, I told y'all I wasn't her. I hope so y'all can fly. I just smacked that flipping and reversed it. I put my thing down, whipping and reversed it. Like I did all of that. So, and then she came with a freaking pole. And I was like, you shun your daughter for doing pole tricks. And then you go use the same tactics for your race. I said, oh, so now you want to use a pole girl to gain the sympathy, gain the votes. And then when she threw the money in the crowd, after she knew she could use the greed, and she loves money, and she said, they try to sell me to them. I ain't doing that. Give the money back to y'all. That's probably gave them her leg up to the race and make her win. And I said, hey, it's better than the person who's honest than the person who's lying, Andre. And then in the life of me, I don't understand. He lost the race. Brittany and him is pretending to stay together for the sake of it. Right? Haley is on her way out. And then we get a whole little line with a bunch of ladies fiending to get him some dishes. For what? I don't understand what was that about. Is it repass? Is I want to be the next wife or something? What y'all dishing it for? Because I didn't understand that. That explained to me what the hell these ladies in the line for. Because I was like, okay, what was that? And they get in the line, and she just standing there on a Brittany just standing there. I said, Brittany, are you gonna say that? I said, y'all see me? And maybe she did that. Maybe she disappeared. Because I don't know what the hell everybody was looking at her like she wasn't standing there. She might rip her nose and just disappeared in front of their eyes because they was all getting him beat black eyed peas casseroles and mac and cheese and collard greens and yams and all that stuff like that and salmons and all that stuff. And they just standing there and giving him a line, and even Haley was online giving him some cigars just to basically say her goodbyes. It was kind of flirting, and then they basically say goodbyes. I find it disrespectful, Michelle. Yeah, I was like, I would have been sitting there and looking. I said, what the hell, y'all don't see me here? I wish none of one of y'all would give him a freaking dish in front of me. Shoot. We could be dysfunctional together. I'll be right there next to him. I said, and thank you. I was like, I understand that. That I didn't understand because like, what was it? Y'all, what y'all celebrating? Celebrating or y'all trying to be the next person? I don't understand what was that about because he did not win the race. So, all y'all feel bad for him? Y'all want to get next to him? What y'all was getting there in the line for? I would say that was dumb. Brittany just standing there looking all quiet and ain't saying nothing. And then we see his storyline and him going to the freaking facility, and we ain't see nothing else from there. I said, can't we at least see the father or something? Gosh, how you just end it like that? That's why I said this finale was even all that. Because we end his storyline, him going to see his father. I guess they want to wait to us to see it to next season if we get another one. All right, whatever, y'all. So Haley, she's listen. Haley overplayed her hand. Basically, she overplayed her hand. She thought she had the one up. She thought she had the leg up, and got burned at the end. I said, that's good for your behind. Boop. Good for you. You need to drink a V8. Drink a V8, drink some vegetables, eat some vegetables, eat some fruits, drink some water, because you need it. Because she overplayed her hand. She knows she should have got that $5 million. She should have took the $5 million, the offer that Miss Georgia gave her, Georgie. And she didn't want that. She knew the 10 million because she was so hell bent that they needed the paint. At some point, they probably did need the paint. It was in her hand. But she didn't realize the people who playing behind the scenes trying to double cross her when she was double crossing them, i.e., Clifford and Corbin. I mean, the Corbin really wasn't really her side. That's why he wanted that freaking thing, and she was a thorn in his side, his plans. So she was on the phone, Georgie, and she said, "Oh, you want to give her 10 million?" She said, "I'm not giving you no 10 million. You should got that 5 million. But then I don't need you anymore." She said, "No, what you talking about? You need the paint. You need the paint to get your ball casino front because it's water popping. Because compared to the reason why they needed the paint because the paint was near the water front, and it needed that. But since Clifford gave him the idea, like, listen, if you can't bring the water, get to the water to them, you got to bring the water to you, something like that. And he used that. Now we're gonna find out. Corbin was in a property near water anyway. So I was like, okay. So she held bit thought that she could use the paint and use that as an advantage. Come to find out, Georgie said, I don't need you anymore. So you thought you were smart. And you got played. And she said, no, you're going to need a paint. She said, no, I don't need it. I found something else. And it was something else. And I went to the water. And instead of bringing the water to go to the water, I bring the water to me. And when Georgie said that, I immediately knew what happened. And I said, that's the same thing Clifford told Corbin. And I said, oh, okay, Corbin using his head. So now she's lost it because she didn't get her big commission that she wanted to get. And Georgia said, bye, bitch. And hang up the phone. And when you hang up the phone, they saw the deal that went through. You know, Patrice Wimbine won the race, and the casino being built in Corbin's land. So we see Lane and Corbin clicking glasses, and I was like, oh, Corbin got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. Because now the casino's built on his land, where he was always about land. Because he has land, now the money could go to his side. In the casino, the property, the land, he gonna get the moolah. He has it. And he got the waterfront right by his thing. So I don't know how big they gonna build the casino because his house is right there. So I don't know what can you think? Like the house could be like what right there. So that's it. So Coleman got the land, and he got the casino in his land, and that's got Haley pissed. Cause now she don't got no freaking money. She was banking on that because she thought she could have. She thought the pink was the key, and at that point it was. But hey, girl, you should not. You should never double cross the people who have accepted you when you first came to that freaking city. You should have never did that. You should work with them. But no, you was always thinking about yourself. Thinking about yourself. So she went and she said, Corey but gave Mayor Bishop. Yes, Mayor Bishop. Yup, baby. Because she knows. You know how she is. Because she going to be a bishop and she going to be mayor. You know, she going to do some damage. Right? And you know, she was always against that casino being built anyway. She was always against it. And she said, "You have to get some jobs, please." That ain't happening. So she went. She said, "How dare you? You did a backroom deal with Corbin and get it up for me." And she said, "Listen, you were trying to play all these tricks and everything. You think you was going to one who going to win at the end of the day?" Like I was losing myself thinking I could trust you and realized I shouldn't trust you. So yes, that freaking session that Corbin did to get his behind the whip, that was all ploy and play to get Uncle Clifford back what he needed. So he said, "How much did she pay for you to get the thing?" He said, "$250,000. That's how much I'll pay for you to whip me, and you get the money back. And here, this is your club." Now he's a whole owner back at his club. I said, "I know that's right." So, but the minute she said the money he gave that you that money, she said, "No, he giving it to you. Here's your money back. You had to put it over my head that you bought this club. Now you got your whole money right back to you. Now move on with that. Bye." She said, "No, I deserve more and like that." And what you gonna do? She said, "No, what you need to get out of here and get out. Because at the end of the day, girl, Mercedes, Kim Montavious, for you. They help build the body. So you need to keep your mouth shut and move along. Because at the end of the day, a lot of trouble is happening because you came in the scene. So I advise you to keep your mouth shut and move on. You take this $250 and get out of here. No, you don't deserve nothing else, and you can't use it because we know your body, you know your skeletons." And push pause. Was Monteria Spirit sleeping in that club? Because how we get a spirit and the spirit ain't do jack crap in that freaking club at the paint. Now I ain't saying that something's to happen, but if he gonna have no spirit, like he didn't flicker no lights, he didn't play with no freaking radio sounds, he didn't do nothing. He was quiet. How the spirit is quiet? All he did, he flashed himself, and he had a hand on. Well, Diamond was visual a hand going off the wall. That's his visions. But that's all he did. I said, what kind of what kind of spirit in this freaking house? Montavious, he was weak spirit. Oh my gosh, Montavious. If you gonna do that, you gonna be a spirit. You gotta do spirit, do something. Win somebody around or something like that. This is who kind of going in. True. It's like yes, right. You started the thing showing us that it was a spirit in the club, and you barely do anything. I was saying, y'all played this spirit right. If y'all gonna spoil the spirituality round, y'all should have played this right. You know, we get a couple of things where people thinking that they seeing something. That's not. Oh, okay, that's boring. Give us something else. Go boom. Where's the lights at? I know I pay my bill. That's a Martinian spirit. The pole shaking. What's going on? That's a Montevious spirit. The AC went off. Electricity's on. That's a Montevious spirit. Like, do something. It was nothing. He was sleeping. Child. So she got skedaddle. Haley skedaddle. And also, she's a daddle. She took some more money out of this freaking account. And I troubleshoot and everything. Because at one point, Big L told Uncle Clifford, "You gotta come over here. You gotta come over. You gotta watch it. You gotta see this. See this." He said, "What?" It's funny that Big L and Uncle Clifford act like they had an argument and Big L didn't get fired. Big L said, "Fire well, goodbye." So like that, he back in the club, and to take an account, they's amounting 24,000 in the red. And I said, "What the happened?" She took 42,000 off the account, more than the one. I was like, "Child, she double crossed them." So right then and there, I realized that if it was another season, she would never come back to that pink. Not. She damage is done. You already double crossed them, and you took more money out of the account, and you think they're gonna forget that? If you if you step 1 foot across the pavement of the pink, it's on site. It's on site. It's on site. Child, you ain't going anywhere, girl. It's on site. Well up. That's what I said. She's on purpose. She burned her bridges. She got no family. Because she said, "Oh, your family would do the same thing." She said, "No, my family will not do the same thing. You did that. And I let you in." Uncle Cooper Rule 88. Just because a girl is good with the peace doesn't mean she can't outrage war. I said, "I know that's right." So good at her. So we see the end of her walking in mostly all white, pregnant belly, with a bag, and then she stopped, stayed in the middle of the crowd, people walking by, and after they found out, she has disappeared. I said, "Okay, that's how it ended." Okay, that's all I'm saying. If they did season 3, she served no purpose coming back. So I guess that's her way to finally deplete her out the thing. Because her whole stick was stick and move. So now she had the money, she's moving, she's gone. She's out. And where she gonna go? She gonna move her somewhere else. And she can't come back after she stole all that money like that. So that was done there with that, with Haley. Let's go to Mercedes real quick. So we see the scene with Mercedes and Murder, right? Murder was going to sing his song, 7 Pounds of Pressure. 7 Pounds of Pressure. The 7 pounds of pressure means a lot in this club. So he said, "Cut it off, cut it off, cut it off." And he did acapella. Acapella. And then we see Mercedes coming out doing her dance. And I said, that's her official last dance. Now that is the last dance we was waiting for. Because she didn't do it last time. Because her mother freaking stole the money and bought her club under her. Y'all know what happened. So they performing, and she doing what she doing. And I said, good. I was like, I think they both need it because they both it's something. It was like, say, she was the it girl and everything, but she knows she has a new purpose in life, and she had to find a new purpose, and she know her course is running from here, so she had to elevate herself, so she can always be the it girl here and like that. But she know that she always gonna have a staple or always a legacy in that club, in the paint. So yes, Mississippi is more energetic and more regal and more softness with her moves, and it'll give you that little expired by her softness and her energetic moves. Where Mercedes is more rough with it, and a crunk. It's like she did a crunk pole work. And I said, "All right, Mercedes." She gave it that, and that's what we like. So they both have their own staples of using the pole work. One was more soft and energetic and realness, feminist, and one was more roughness with it. And when she was doing all of that, at one point that Murder went down and the thing, and then she did a flip over his head into a split, I would say, that's right, girl. You better do it. And I was like, yes. I was like, the strength that she had to pull to propel herself from that pole. And you know, most of the season, her arm, she was always in her head about her arm. To that finale, when she took the strength of both her arms to push herself forward enough to go over him and bust in a split and go at it and had the crowd going wild, I was like, that's true legendary status right there. That's legendary status. And you can't convince me anywhere, any other way to say that. Y'all can't convince me any other way. That was legendary status. And I say that's right there. Mercedes is your last dance. If there's gonna be any of your last dance, that's your last dance because she did that. And now Maine pump on think that she choosing sides. I said she ain't choosing no side. Her side was the paint. Point blank, period. Give it the program. So that's that. So she also told Uncle Clifford that she's not coming back. She like, this is a thing. She gotta move forward. And you know, Uncle Clifford said, I got my back, I got my body be good and back again and everything. You gonna turn it down, all that sort of thing. I know you can do that well. So we got you back and she said, nah. It's like he's Sean, she leaving, I'm leaving too. He said, I said, you gotta get new girls. You had to get new girls. I know like Bucky Replica and Get You Square is probably gonna be the next step up. Cause they good as well. And but they all trouble as well because they doing their little side thing of hoeing. And I said, oh, that gonna be a lot of trouble in the paint. But you gotta do it. So that's that. Then we see her getting a freaking mail. She getting mail because that's when she found out that her mother won the race. And she's looking at it and said, oh my God, what's going on? And they were talking about it. She get a mail from postal. I said, nothing, not postal. Postal get in the mail and came with a big box of a poster, full size poster of her. She said, you didn't send me that. What am I gonna do with this freaking live size picture of myself? She said, that's a gift to thank you for everything. And then also it was an envelope with a check with $30,000. So apparently Mercedes gonna get royalties for her getting her likeness used for building Farrah's business. So Farrah used her business using Mercedes pictures to propel her career forward because she getting divorced from Coach. So she propelled her thing forward, and she was like, $30,000 a lot of everything. You had to do that. She said no, and she said, I know the sponsor dies, but royalty lasts forever. We create our own rules. So we know that royalties every month when they sales they get, she get the percentages of the sales that she get, whatever she used Mercedes things, and that's that. And I said that's great. That was a light because she needed a break. Mercedes needed a break. She needed something that be help her to get what she wanted. After her mom did her wrong, she did something so now she get her club, not club. She got her studio instead of doing the studio for the kids. I think her purpose, which I think that was a great purpose, was do pole classes and teach other ladies to do pole classes. And she had a pole because she was in a studio and she looked like she fixed it up. I think she used that $30,000 to fix that thing up. Yes, I am, and it's okay. I'm a week late. It's okay. My people knows. Go enjoy it anyway. Child, it's a finale, so you can still talk about it when you want to talk about it. Anything, and in the poll, and I just like, yes, I love it. I love it. She decided to do pole classes. I think that was a great thing to do. And so her mom came, Mayor Bishop, and basically they had a little heart to heart talk. and like normally she always come around. Her mom always come around and give her little devil stuff going on, her evil spirit. But she ain't coming with her bull crap this time. They talk. She said, "Listen, I got two hats to pull. I will do one in the church and one in the city, a Chuckalisa. And I got, I got a lot of wigs, so I'm gonna wear this thing." And she said at that time, Shell gave her a call and told her that she going to rehab and get herself together, and she want me to take care of Terica. And I said, "Why, Shell? Like you was an evil spirit, Shell. Like, girl, I don't care what arrangement you have with that guy who is Terica's father, who your husband that passed away. But that's the mom. Like you couldn't really call Mercedes that knowing that she wanted her daughter all this time. Like you evil spirit. Like I didn't like that at all. So Patricia Woodbine did a great deed. And I said that's great. She said, "No, I raised mine already. So it's your chance. So I'm gonna get the rest of her stuff from the car and you get it over here. You take care of this girl." And Terica ran to her mom all happy, and Mercedes was happy about that. And I said I like that because when Mercedes was young, her mom had a hand into getting rid of her baby, or at least uh, um, take it away from her. And now you giving her back in full circle like this. I said, "Oh, I love that." And I said that was a nice deed that she did, and she walked out. She was by and said, "Hey, listen, I got a lot of things on my plate. I can't raise no freaking grandchild. I raised mine. It's your chance to raise yours. How you want to raise yours?" It was happy. So then they met with freaking Maine, and then Terica was all happy and smiling and everything. She saw Maine. I said, that's a wrong road, wrong road. Don't jump that road, girl. Do not jump that road with this guy. Terica, you happy?" And I'm looking at Terica. I said, "You look too excited. Go in the house. Go in the house. Go in the house." And then she walked away, looking back, all smiling and everything. I said, "Girl, can you calm that Kool-Aid smile?" It is right on time. I don't care. Go in the Kool-Aid smile. And if you go in the house and I hear one of the WAP, y'all know what I said. Play another WAP. I'm changing the locks. Let's go. Go ahead. Go ahead, play another WAP up in here. You better go in the house and read a book. Or smiling and cheating in front of May's face. And May was looking at her. He said, "I said, you better not jump that territory. You better not jump that territory. And we better not even visit this territory between Maine and Terica. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't had no history. Happening." So that's that. Murder. Child, y'all. Oh no, let's get with that. The bucket replica and then the figure. I would say Nivea. Nivea, not Nivea. Nineveh. That's her name. Nineveh want to be down. I said, "Girl, why you want to be down?" Because she knows what bucket replica has been doing. Because she sees things. She watches things. She hears things. She knows everything. So she was saying what bucket replica is doing, being the piptress that she is. And she said, "Listen, guys go up for girls like me. Like, let's go. You'd be surprised." And she said, "Have me in the crew, and I can elevate you, whatever like that." And then he don't need to know that. She said, "How you know you're going to tell a club?" So listen, it's a lot of things I can't say, and he shouldn't know. And I said, "Oh, okay. So what we doing here? Holes up, G's down. Like, what we going? Like, what?" I was like, "All right, okay, yeah, y'all go home and do what y'all need to do." But I know that gonna be spring trouble for next season. Gonna be trouble, 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 trouble. I like some murder. So murder. I come to realization murder is tired of being secretive. He started to be at the he was like, you know what? I'm ready to let let the world know about me. I'm ready. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready. So Uncle Cliff will try to push him away because she's fearful of be hurt again because she's in the 40s and everything, be hurt, being always a secret because she's used to that. And I'm kind of conflicted with this because I was like, at one point, yes, it's messed up. Let the boy love you. He wants to be with you. He's ready to be open. He's showing that he loves you. He's ready to just like, he ready. He letting you know, man, listen, I'm ready to open up and let the world know about me. And that if it means that I stay in Chuckalisa and just be a local artist and not be worldwide, I rather if I ever go leave and go worldwide, I let people know about me up front and let them decide whether they're gonna support me or not. Instead of coming up being status and then coming out. And then it could be back and forth, it could be anything. But at some point I feel like where he at in the South and everything, I just felt like I don't know. Because it is nice that he could be open and free, but at the same time, it's still not that ready. You know how the people is already trying to pounce on him and come at him because of what he did to Pico, and then all of a sudden they were trying to out him, all that like that. It's a badge of honor, like get him out of here. And Chuck Lisa's a small town as it is, but Murder don't really care. He wanted to come out. He said, "Listen, let me be." But Uncle for trying to push him away. He said, "No, go your tour, do this, it's all that stuff like that. All I need is my grandmother, and then I was like that. That's all I need." And I said, "No, that we could see that she really don't really mean that." So, but my thing is, I feel like Murder should leave. Not because I feel like he should decide who he is. I think he should be open and everything, but I think he should leave because I feel like it's more growth for him to leave out Chuck Lisa and do better for himself. Because at the end of the day, he's the hope. That's the light that Teak unalive himself to see, or we would want for him to do. Underneath the love, whatever it is, to do something better. He sees that. And he was happy about that. That was his last moment, to see that his person he loved is flourishing. And he wants that. So I feel like he should go away. But at the same time, I do understand his decision if he want to stay locally and just be a local artist and just stay in Lisa and be with the person he loves and everything. And I just feel like anything said is done. And Uncle was right. I don't want you to resent me if this happens. Like if you stay, you resent me in the future or something like that. He said that's something I need to deal with when it gets to jump the bridge. And yes, it's good and all, but always in the back of my mind, I always gonna be to know that I'm probably the reason why you might be resenting me. And I don't want nobody want that feeling. No one want that feeling. So I'm kind of in the fence. I'm not 100% like, oh my gosh, yes, I love this. And don't get me wrong. I never say I don't want Uncle Clifford and Myrtle together. I do like them together. That's nice and everything. But I just feel like, in my opinion, it probably would have been best if Myrtle would have left away. Just for a little bit. And that means that y'all have to end your relationship. Like I was like, it shouldn't be that final that y'all end your relationship if he does go on tour. But at the end of the day, it is Little Murder or Big Murder freaking decision. And if his decision is to do that and stay, then he can't blame nobody else but his own decision that he did that. Nobody forced you to stay. Come to find out, everybody was trying to make you to leave. You're the one who will stay. So, in anything in the future, if you were trying to resent nobody, you better not resent nobody but yourself. Point blank, period. How y'all feel about that? Because, listen, that's how I feel. I just feel like he should have done that. But, hey, he wanted to stay for the name of love. And you can. And I love it. If it works out for them, it works out for them. Now I still try to understand. I still try to figure out whether it was a dream or not a dream at the end of the episode when they kissed in front of the people and everybody was giving different bewildered freaking faces. Some people excited. Some was like, ooh. Some was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. It was. I was like, okay. Everybody was like, looking. So I was trying to figure like, was it a lot of it or that was really real? Never know. Well, guess what else? So you try to push him away, and he said, "Bet that's what you want." She trying to push him away. If that's what you want, that's it. And I was like, oh. You can say his like Jay Farms, his emotions, his acting skills is on point because we feel his emotions. Like he said, "Dang, you really gonna try to push me away?" I like so. Grandmother Ernestine is back. She did not drink the water, y'all. She did not drink the water because after the performance, speaking of the grandmother was like, Uncle Cliff was like, she did drink the water, y'all. She did drink the water. But say, said, what you talking about? Like, what you talking about? All right, on this 20, y'all, I got another live before. What you talking about? He said, her grandmother, and she's still here. She didn't pass away. So grandmother, she said, listen, I'm gonna F your life up party. That's it. F life up party. She called Big L, Duffy, in Uganda. She like us in Uganda. Don't even know what he's saying. And get the party started, get the speakers cleaning outside and have a party and everything. She said she got the antibodies. She's good. She came to the house and said like smell like pussy up in here and everything. And she said straight up and all that stuff. And you know what about me and everything? We're living your life. Okay, don't worry about me, worry about yourself, basically. And that's what Uncle Cliffy got the spirit, his mom. And we come to find out, we found out why she died. She died of a disease complications. What it could have been like, I guess HIV and AIDS that she probably died of. And yeah. Yes, I'm glad too, because we was always like, oh my God, she going to the other side. She going to the other side, but she survived. But I was like, how much? So how long? How long? Because they get you. But listen, she's living her life. She's a spirit. And her mom said, you want for the death of the boy. Let him love you. You scared. And not about me is you scared. And I was like, yes. Yes. It's great. Yes, it's scared. So they had a party. They had a good time. They dancing. They enjoying themselves. And Mercedes brought her daughter Terica there. And she said, no kids. I said, no, many times Keisha bring her figure daughter kid. You gonna say she can't bring her teenager? Just stop it. Everything, every dancing, having a good time. And then we see Big Murder playing a song, and it's called across the room and everything. And I said, oh snap. And it's good. And he said he came to see Grandma Ernestine if he decided he would leave and everything. And that was nice. So Mercedes and Uncle Clifford went back to talk, and that's what she told him that she's not. Just her last thing. She's not coming back. She's not staying at the pancake, and she's gonna move on and do her own beginnings. And what you need to do is fine. You just gotta work on it. You got it. Build on your empire, and I'm gonna build my mind. And I found my purpose teaching code classes there. So she ain't saying all that, but that's that. So this one, Uncle Clifford and Big Murder talked, and they talking. I had a heart to heart. Big Murder finally told the reason why, what happened that night when he came to Uncle Clifford's house, blood and this thing. Because he said, do you know how to feel to be loved? And he said, he told a story about how he met Big Teak and everything and what he did. But he never really expressed that love like that. I feel like he did love Teak, but I guess he was just went along, they're playing along till he met with you and everything. And just kind of like never really gave him his all, Teak his all that he really wanted until it's too late. And he said, oh, so that's what happened that night. So he finally told him, and I said, good. He said, I'm sorry to hear about your friend. Everything. And that's it. So sometimes you can't be. So that's why I think Murder had this revelation. He said, you know what? If I have another chance, I'm gonna do what's right what's right for me right now is to love you and be here with you and love with you. Instead of going away and not repeat the same mistakes like they would teach. If y'all hear some music, people outside is playing music. I don't know what's going on. They having a good time on Sunday, right? So, and It should turn that down right now. Child. Shit. That's when we find out that Eddie sold the money out the account. And it was going back and forth for a while, and he's trying to explain their side. And like I said, I understand both sides. That's what I'm saying. It's a tricky situation, but if Murder's here and he want to do this, it is his decision. He want to open. He want to be out. He want to let people know about him and all stuff like that. And because he could free himself and not nobody using this as a way to get over him and create a scandal and everything. Because when he opened it honest, then nobody can really say nothing about it, right? So I do understand that point. If he wanted to come out and let it be known, I do understand that. I think she should just leave and elevate himself. But if he want to stay locally, hey, and the love Uncle Clifford, and that's what it is. Uncle Clifford said he ain't going nowhere. His thing is the paint. That's his life. Do y'all hear the music? Hope it's not, because I don't want to play this thing and that great thing. But other than that, then we saw him like fell on the couch and and then kind of bump his head, and then he got some pills in his hand, in her hand. So I was like, what happened here? Did she took some of that? Okay, good. Because I don't want to be showing and then YouTube flagging it and everything, and I'll be pissed. Like, so, because I don't know. So when he came out, he started lip syncing to a song, and it was a great song. Love that love song and everything. And it looked like it was like a dream. And then he said, "Oh, you're not dreaming," and everything. And then they kiss in front of they kiss, and that everybody's standing there looking with different faces of the kiss, and they realize that they out, they good. And I don't know, it did look like a dream, because I was like, I know he want to be out, but I don't think he would be out like that. I think it would take a while. You just gonna jump out and just kiss somebody like in front of other people like that. Just that's the way you come out. Out. It is what it is. If it is real, it is real. If it's not real, there was a dream on its own. All along. So that I talk about everybody, but let's end with Keyshawn. Oh no. Let's end with Keyshawn. I'm gonna end with Keyshawn, but let's talk about Diamond thing. Oh yeah, let's talk about Diamond. Diamond. That's one of the thing I didn't like the finale, because it ended with this. Diamond got a call from Keyshawn because what happened. I'll explain what led to her calling him in a minute. What happened? He decided to take care of it because the night in trauma armor she should have waited on and really went for. She really called them for, and what happened? She said, "Listen, I need you to take care of this. Fairy tale need a happy ending, whatever." She was speaking of codes. It's some kind of code to let him know that he understand what exactly she wanted him to do. So take care of that. So go take care of that. Get in the car and here with a freaking big bone with a freaking ninja mask on, coming around, hit him up, and then stab him. Like make him weaker. And then the other guy coming in, jumping. I said, oh my God. And they put him in the trunk. She opened her mask. She said, that's the one who killed Lieutenant. That's who killed our boss. Because only she linked it to the freaking wing. And the guy had the same ring. So you all know they all part of Matavia's crew. And I was like, huh. Little did know that he ain't the one who did it. But he had the ring. And that's where she built the connection from. And I said, do all that. And then that's how the episode ended. And I said, oh, really? You ended like that? That didn't give me the jokes. That didn't give me the judge that I needed. That didn't make me say, oh my gosh, I can't know. That gave me like, oh. That's it. Some of y'all who was watching watch along with me could tell you. They can vouch for you. They can say the same thing because I said the same thing. I said, "Oh, really? Okay, whatever." That didn't get me excited. All right, so Keyshawn, like I said, not knowing if we're gonna get a season 3 or not. The one character we really wanted to see a light in the end of the tunnel was her, and we didn't get that. We didn't get that. Yes. And I ain't like that. I was so pissed at that. I was so pissed. I said, "This is how you end her story." Now it's one thing that we knew that they're gonna get a season 3 or not, but it's in the air. For you to end her story like that, that was the most disrespectful thing to do. Now, I don't care what y'all saying on Twitter, Instagram. Oh, well, this is realistic. Yes, we know this is realistic about life. That women stay in this relationship. This is how things happen. Sometimes it doesn't work in their favor. At the end, they go to jail. They be 6 feet under. We understand that. But I think a lot of that happens because men feed off of repeating things and getting over. Once you give them an inch, they're going to keep going further. And if you keep coming back, they're going to keep going further. So things like this happen is because someone just keeps staying and staying and staying and not leaving when they could and disarm this person. Now, it is easier said than done, but it's easier to get away in the beginning before it gets too worse. Because when he didn't care about the baby in her stomach and he almost unalived her, that right there should have let her know she should have never came back. The minute that she forgave him and came back, he escalated even more. And she can't take him back. Escalated more. Keep taking him back. So that's what makes us hard. When you stay and they do something more to continue on. And I seen it growing up. And that's why when you had enough, you had to leave. Just like, especially like if you don't like get beat on, if you don't like cheating on, do not take them back, because once you do that and then they test you again and you take them again the second time, they know they got you because you're not going to go. And because you're not going to go, they play on you. Yes, sometimes I know a lot of women think that men are stupid. At some extent, they could be, but they know what they're doing. And they know how to play the game. And so for this storyline, when she protected this guy, especially after the hospital visit, because at the hospital, I was singing like a canary. I said, yup, he did this. You see this mark? I ain't see this mark. No, investigate real quick. And I don't care. He won't be having access to the kids. Especially, did he? No, he didn't beat her until afterwards she came back. But I was like, no, he was abusive. I would have opened up a can of worms. But she protected him. Protected him, staying with him, and everything. And as he kept escalating, that's where her fear came. And that's when she was so scared to leave from that. Until she really had enough. But you have to be enough. That's why I say sometimes it's really hard to help someone in this situation if you know for sure they find that way to leave. Because if not, they're going to put you in danger. Be in the middle of things. So when things like this happens, and the first sign, like y'all know my story. I grew up watching abuse and everything. I despise that. That's why it's so hard watching these scenes with Derek and all that stuff. I said I don't like that. That first incident, when he did that to her, she should have never came back. And then it would never been this long road of her being to the point where she gets now. Now, whether he chased her or not, it is what it is. But other than that, that's it. He blamed her for being in a situation. So the obvious answer, let me remove myself, and you will never see me again. You can have your money back with your parents. You have the life you live. You ain't have to chase me. You don't have to worry about the kid. I'll be fine by myself. But the minute she came back, that was his mind going to do more. And she never knew that. And it kept going. It kept playing condition of the stay, condition of fear, scared, the things like that. It's easier to leave when the first sign happened than leaving when it's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times happening. And that's why it creates so like, oh, it's so it's realistic and this is that. People go, yes, we go through like that because sometimes no matter what the man do to the woman, and it pains me to say it, a lot of them still take them back over and over and over again until it's too late. And this is what we're seeing with Keyshawn and everything. So that's how I was like, this how can we give her like a little tunnel? Because it's like, whether we know it's a season 3 or not, we could at least give her something. Like this is what we're going. So she was ready to leave. She had the money that she had from the tour, or what she owned, what she earned, and then the murder gave her some more money because this is money that he owed her. So she had ready. She was ready to her sister. She left the kids at her sister's house, which I think that was a dumb idea. I feel like you should have left the kids at the Pink, where you always been leaving your kids at the Pink all this time. That they always protecting you. So the fact that you leaving at your sister when it's a possibility that your freaking stepmom, your evil freaking wicked stepmom, could be there, and Alicia, when you went to go pick up the kids, Alicia standing there in the stairs like a sad puppy dog with her mom. And said, I don't know. I was like, I didn't know why you were so busy. So, I had to call Devin and everything because, he was with the kids and everything. And I was like, if Keyshawn was anyone of a real G, she could be a real G chick. That lady who, if she were to get out of jail, her first mission is to go to her freaking stepmom house or her sister house and beat the crap out of them. I've already been in jail, so they can give me a record. I go right back. Hey, listen, I got a record already now. So what more can they do to me? Anybody, she should have went off, or she should have went off on that stepmom and that sister. You sitting there looking like stupid, like you know what was going on. That's why I feel like Keyshawn just took the kids to the Pink. No matter what they were going through, they would still kept that kids there. And you would have been off free women. Hey, Brittany Boo. No matter what, they would have been good, and you would have been out of there. But no, you live with your sister, and she looking at her, looking like you, looking like she's sad, and then she pissed, and she was like, so. And I probably would have been clear, freaking, set it off. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. I see what we're doing here. I see what we're doing here. So now Derek has the kids, and he used that to advantage to turn this whole thing around to make her look like she was the abuser. And that's exactly what he did. They blame the female. No matter what, they do all that, but it's the female's fault. So she went in the house, sort of. It was one thing that she saw Devin with the kids there, and then her fear came through when she saw the white lady and the white cop there. I said, "Oh my god!" And then she had the red on, symbolic to little red, her body hood kind of outfit, and all this non-black people in the house, all standing here, and she's the only. I was like, that pissed me off to the fullest. So come to find out, she signed the papers at the hospital when she took the baby to the thing, and the arm itself did open the investigation, but it was a call next door saying that when she came home, it was screaming. That's when he was doing that to her. Remember dragging her on the floor and almost burned her face? That call. And that led to open investigation because they linked that to her doing something to the kids. And she said, what? Sign papers? No, I ain't signing papers. And the papers and it's that. Oh, yeah, that was that. And that's really now she had to stay in the house for 6 months, visit. She can't go anywhere. All that stuff to monitor her, and he up here standing there smirking at her. Yeah, I know. I think he called. Yes, they said the neighbor called, but I believe he the one who made that call to open up the thing. Because remember, she confronted him about the doctor's visits. So I was like, he probably made that call and said it was a neighbor to turn it to flipping on her, made like she was the one. And first of all, like y'all say there's a lot of things are realistic. Let's be realistic. How realistic it is when she took her baby to the freaking hospital with a freaking arm and then she saw abusing the freaking back and then let the baby walk out the freaking hospital like there's no tomorrow. I don't care what the mother said. How realistic is that? How realistic is that? Y'all tell me. Because I don't see nothing realistic about that. Ain't no way that the baby would have walked out that hospital with a bruise like that. They would took that baby and they would call CPS right in there. I know lately they don't really do that ruthless like that. Because I know lately a lot of CPS go to child dangers or sometimes they stay. But I feel like in this situation, that baby should have stayed in the hospital for at least 24 hours. And let them open investigation and see what's going on. And that way there, I would have sent a canary at that hospital. Because you shouldn't be safe. For real. They would have. And y'all telling me it's realistic of women going through this? Yes, it's realistic that they're going through a lot of abuse with everything. But like I explained earlier, that it's easier to leave when the first sign of happening. But when y'all stay, it creates this fear that you can't leave. Oh yeah, the explanation is cute. But I ain't going back to listen to the explanations. It's done. But how realistic is that? So, right then and there, the lady was saying things. I don't know. I think Kishore was thinking that she's saying those things, or she actually was really saying that thing. I said, "Girl, you got some nerve to judging me? Like, who was you?" All that stuff. So she go in her mind and say, "Oh, you nothing but a stripper. You ain't nothing like you ain't no good. You ain't good. My mother, all that stuff like that, all that stuff like that." And to the point that I said, she took that time and she blanked out and she went off on freaking. She lost it. It went on pathetic. And that kind of solidified what he doing. Then he make form like a ball, like he was the weak one, and he was getting all abused all the time. He was playing that role good to the point that the cop thing, and then she hit the cop. I said, "Oh my gosh, that's a nailed it." Thinking that took her to jail, and this one she called Diamond to take care of that. I said, "Oh, now you want to use his services?" When he had the chance to off Derek at that club at Murder Night, Part 1. I know, yeah, I know that. It takes a victim multiple times to actually finally leave. Usually, yes, but it's not impossible. Yes, I know it's not impossible. I was saying that it makes it hard for a lot of people because it's just like the cheetah thing. There's correlation. It's like the cheetah thing. Once you give them an inch after the first time they did it, and you keep taking it back at least the first 2 times, then they trap you. Then it's hard, and then that's how they use you. You just arm them when you leave in the beginning, then leaving at the later stage of life. And you have to learn that. People have to learn that. So that's why me, if I ever get in a relationship, the first time somebody hit me, it's over. I'm not taking that. No, we're not doing that. I'm not saying I'm sorry and I shouldn't. You should have thought about that last time. You should have walked away and go freaking somewhere else and tell me you're not seeing me for 3 weeks and let you calm down and I can deal with that for you putting your hands on me. I don't deal with that. That's not happening. Know that I grew up watching this stuff firsthand. No, I'm not dealing with that. Because if I keep taking them back, then they're gonna play a lot of mind tricks and everything to make me hard to leave. And then they're gonna start not tapping on my physical health, they're tapping on my financial or spiritual or my mental, my emotional bit. And that's how they create a hold on you for you not to leave. But it's yes, she get out. But not knowing what the future is of the show, I didn't like how they end her storyline. She got a lot of tunnel. They gave Mercedes a light in the tunnel, they should have gave her a light in the tunnel. And that would probably make us at least like, okay, the finale is all right. That was everything, right? So how y'all feel? Last little thoughts. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And that's that. So now he got custody of the kids for now. And he got what he wanted. At the end of the day, he damaged and dogged Keyshawn. Or because he chose the life to sleep with the girl and lost his income. That's not a fault. That's you. Mm. So any last thoughts about any of the storylines? We'll get out of here because we have another live at 4 o'clock after this one. But I must say, like I said, the finale itself wasn't too excited for me to even say, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait for next season." It's only because I love the show that I wait for next season. Finale was flat. Prediction for next season if it happens. Like I said, Haley announced, y'all know the person who played Keisha Savage. She announced that she's not coming back if they do another season 3. So she's leave the show. So I guess that's all they end her storyline like that. Which I was like, even then I say if she does come back, she just served no purpose. It was no purpose for her to be served, but only attach herself to Andre. And even that storyline with Andre ain't even all that great. He's a liar. So that's that. I feel like Murder should still leave, but if he does come out, I think he should come out in a better, safe way because he's in the South. So I don't know how easy that would be for him to come out. So we'll see. And I feel like yes, I don't like how they keep Sean's story. Like Uncle Clifford, I feel like she could do well. First of all, she gotta figure out how to get her out the red. So I guess, despite that she don't like that Big L was doing this thing, maybe she gonna need some of that money to help her build her back to the positive. Oh yes, he did a really great acting job. He did a great job with his acting skill. Like love it. It made us love his storyline, and also it was a scene that he saw himself in different cracks in the mirror of his version of himself, and he finally sees his final self in the middle, and all his different versions of himself. It's like oh, I love that. Yes, because I think they took time nurturing his storyline, and we all could see his storyline was something that we could see more of going forward. That's like okay, I could say we could see what's going to happen next. Whether he going to take his fights, whether he going to stay, where he going to stay, where he going to leave, what we going to do. We could see his journey. This whole thing about Roulette and Whisper, they might be the new it girls in the show because no Keyshawn and Mercedes out, and Gidget's gone, so they might be new girls, but at the same time, there might be more trouble for the paint. So Uncle Clifford had to get some more girls. They had to probably dish some more girls to come in that thing to balance us out because they doing some all those side things that gonna bring some heat to the freaking trouble in the paint, and that's not good. Now they step into the territory of pimping and hoeing, and that's not good. Not for the paint. Now, Big L was back, like he never left. So I guess that was water in the bridge. No beef anymore, and I guess he might have to help him Uncle Clifford get back to the positive, the green, and maybe he might have to use some of the money that he's using for the sales to get it there. Sometimes you can't be honest. I guess honest money always like great money, huh? Dirty money is not always dirty. Help us out, but that's that. And what else going on? Patrice Melba, we'll see what she's gonna do. We're gonna see what's gonna do with between Mayor Bishop and Corbin in this land and casino. Is she gonna cause a ruckus or what? What's she gonna do as a mayor? Mercedes is glad that she moved on her own strides, get the royalties, teaching classes. That's great. And other than that, like I said, I don't care about seeing Andre. I guess next season we're gonna see his father, and we'll see how that goes. But other than that was P Valley, y'all. Yes, it's a week late, but y'all know last week I couldn't do it. But y'all know I normally did it on time. But hey, y'all still come through. Replay game, please. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. Let me know everything. How y'all feel about the season. How y'all feel about the characters. How you feel about everybody. The prediction for next season. Which y'all think going to happen if it come back. If it doesn't, how y'all feel about the season finale. Did it give you what you needed to give? Or y'all feel like it was flat? Yes. It was very poetic. It was definitely very poetic. And it gave us a journey of this is her last. This was what she needs to do. This is something that gave her the insight and say, you know what? I know this is it. I'm past my prime. I got to do more. Let me teach the other girls how to do it. And that's money. Because listen, I would love to, even if it was a one-time experience, I would love to have a group of people, a group of friends, and go to a pole dancer class. I know sometimes they have it in there, but it's usually gender specific and everything, you know, every now all that stuff. And just go lose little tricks. Now I don't know. I ain't gonna try to go all the time. I ain't trying to be no expert, but at least have fun with it. Group of us just go to things, and it's like you can make things. Ciao. For real, right? Just do it. I would love to do it one day. But I need to find one that have like they have misgender. It's like sometimes like it's only females only and stuff like that. And I don't go to class. It was like this makes sense. Whatever. But yes, y'all. Y'all let me know. We're gonna continue this journey. Until next time with P Valley. If anything else, I forgot to put my graphic up, P Valley. Y'all know what it is. Until anything else, if y'all miss anything, if I miss anything, put that in the comment section. Let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. Share this video out there. Stay with me in the next half an hour. I will be back for Mizzle Talks. We're going to talk about Bell Collective, Married First Sight, and the 2 past episodes of Favorite Fiance. And y'all know I'm ready to get some things. And I think I might be drinking on that. I might be drinking some Seagrams. So y'all know when I start drinking a little bit. I get it with the little weeds and stuff like that. So I guess. So y'all be with me for that. It's at 4:00 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned. Because I got things to say. I got things to say about some of those things on some of the shows. So y'all hope y'all ready to give your opinions. I'm ready to be here. And I hope to see more of y'all in the next thing. Normally, y'all know I normally do this PVI review at 10 o'clock, but since I was like, no, let's do that 2 o'clock today because I have this one and I don't want to do too late and I might want to watch some TV shows later on. So, all right, until further ado, I see y'all at 4 o'clock. Don't jump. Come over there. Get a little snacks, get a little drinks on, and come on to the other side because y'all I got 3 shows to give y'all. All right, I love y'all. Take care. I appreciate everyone y'all coming through. Jay Rudolph, Brittany, Ben Richardson. Thank you. Hope you come back for some more. Empress, Dominique, Tracy, I know tomorrow might be out of a lot of days, so I might see you on the next one. Until then, hold up. While you're at it, follow my socials. Mr. 14, my YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Mr. Glow on Instagram, Mr. underscore Glow on Twitter, and my Discord is Mr. 14, number 3488. The link is down below in the description box. I'm active in each one of these platforms. Each of these platforms are very active. So follow me, reach out to me, talk to me about some things, topics, and everything. Mr. Talk, yeah. See you soon. So I'll see you at 4 o'clock. And then Mr. Talk, I talk about what we're going to talk about next Sunday. All right. Love y'all. See you soon. And peace out. All right, see you at 4 o'clock for Mr. Talks. Peace out.